What's going on? This is Jada Black. I'm back with another video. I just want to say that the sound quality may not be the best for what I'm using to record now because my microphone isn't working right now. I'm trying to I did get a USB cord and the damn thing didn't even fit, but I'm going to have to go back and just get another one or just get another mic entirely. So if you have any suggestions for new microphones, put them in the description box. Not description box. Put them in the comment section. I'm using a Blue Yeti. So if you think anything's better than it's not really the mic itself. It's more the USB cord just abruptly just wasn't working anymore. So, but if you want to donate to get this quick fix, the link in the description box to my PayPal is there, so I can get this sound quality back to where I want to be, because I don't even like to record unless the quality is good, Anyway, the point of this video, I wanted to speak about the game. I made a video about him being sued and him losing a lawsuit to an Instagram thought for $7 million. And it's due to the fact that Game really just couldn't keep his hands off the female, and because of that, and him not showing up to court, the court sided with her and gave her the money. Now he's going to appeal it, but you couldn't show up to court the first time. Come on. I just want to say this too. It's interesting that he was able to show up in Philly during his beef with Meek Mill, but he wasn't able to show up to court to deal with this case to keep him from having to pay her. But this is the premise of this video. You see, you have ignorant black males like the Game who does ignorant things. Very childish, has loose lips. He basically speaks on every female he's had sex with in the industry. And it really just shows you why black men like this are losers in real life. They may be successful as far as careers, but they're still losers. They do loser things. And black men don't need to be like this guy, and they don't need to be friends with this guy. He's the type of guy to do something and then blame you. I wasn't in it, but this person was. He's the type of guy to go and snitch on you if you do something. They go tell on you. He's the type of dude to tell your girlfriend or your wife that you're messing with other females so he can get with her. That's the type of dude Game is, man. This is why you have to be careful around guys like this. You have to be cool with him from a distance. You can't be, just from what I've observed of the Game, he's one of these guys who's very flamboyant but tries to act tough. He's a guy that's really talented as a rapper, but he's extremely thin-skinned when it comes to certain things. And we all know guys like this. We know guys who are extremely thin-skinned. They're constantly trying to prove themselves. They don't matter how bad they make themselves look. They don't care about the perception from other people. What they want to do is prove a point. Just like these beefs that the Game gets into. The only beef he ever really went through with was with Meek Mill, but every other beef he's been in, he's basically had to take an L. He had to apologize or he had to fall back. Just look at the one with Waka Flocka, Young Thug. The guy constantly will go into it starting shit, but then he'll back down. I don't know if it's because those people who those camps have people who will really get at Game, and he don't want that kind of heat, or it's because he's the type of guy who's all talk and no action. And we know a lot of people like that. Growing up, I know a lot of dudes would talk a lot of shit until you really step to them, and then they want to back down because that's who they are. They're the types to be the loudest in the room, but be the weakest when it comes to putting them hands up and having to prove it. We all know people like this. And when you cool with people like this, you can't trust them. Because one, you never know when they're going to turn on you. And two, they don't really see you as a real friend. They see you as somebody who they can use or just somebody who they can be cool with at that particular moment. They will rather see you get in trouble than ever be honest if they fucked up and say, you know what, I fucked up. No, they gonna watch you make a fool of yourself and mess up, and then act like they had nothing to do with it. Now let's look at not Instagram down. Well, we could look at Instagram, but let's look at YouTube. There's some interesting things I've been seeing on YouTube with men who you just really shouldn't be cool with, men who you shouldn't trust. You know, you got men who are weak, sorry, ignorant, who get played and manipulated by women over and over, but they are the ones who are quickest to come to the ignorant, ratchet female's defense because they're so weak, they're so defeated that in their eyes, the lesser of two evils are men. And men, they really do think like this. They think that the lesser of two evils are men. And they will attack men in defense of women. This is the type of mindset these dudes have. They've been beaten into submission to the point to where they feel like the woman's word is greater than the man's, and no matter how ignorant or stupid a female is or what she does, he's always going to defend her. That's the type of beta male we have out here. The game to me is a guy who is completely beta. And the reason why I say that is because, again, he starts beefs and he backs down. That's typical beta. The only reason why he went at Meek Mill as hard as he did because he knew Meek Mill has a weakness. Meek Mill, for one, Meek Mill was just getting off house arrest. I mean, this guy is getting on and off in trouble with the law, so people are quicker to test him. Two, they know that by making rap diss songs about him, people immediately are going to side with you if you make better music. And he used that opportunity to show that he really is a talented rapper, but he's still a stupid motherfucker. I mean, just look at this lawsuit too. This lawsuit shows how complete of a simp he is. How in the fuck are you on a dating reality show simping for one of the females who are supposed to be competing for your affection? Flavor Flav didn't have this much trouble getting action from women. You're supposed to be the game. You're supposed to be a rapper who's in his prime, well known, constantly attention seeking for females' attention on Instagram. You get thirsty to that point to where you have to not only once but twice fill up on a female who obviously wasn't that into you because she sued you. Now, I believe this goes on more often than people know. I think women will allow a man to do certain things, but if the woman gets upset, she will cry foul. Okay? She will cry foul. Now, the reason why I'm not giving Game the benefit of the doubt on this is because he didn't fight this case. Completely opposite from Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose wasn't dismissive of those rape allegations or those sexual assault allegations. He's even pursuing suing her. See, he took that seriously because he actually gives a shit. But the Game he doesn't really give a shit. That's why I can believe what was said. Not only that, this guy, there's literally a photo of this guy fingering India Love, who's an IG model, and putting it up to her face and then putting that finger back in his mouth. So we know Game is capable of doing things like that. So we know he's capable of trying to massage a female's insides at a bar or at a hotel. The guy he comes off as extra thirsty, okay? I'm telling you, no matter how successful some of these black men get, they are completely beta when it comes to women. You can look at the women they choose to date, they choose to have children with, or even the women they choose to defend. They're complete betas. The premise of me making this video was because I wanted to inform you brothers, you weak, lame, ignorant, sorry, emotionally unstable, no morality having black men, that you need to really watch who you have in your inner circle. You need to watch who you choose to listen to. Some of these guys are simps with platforms who will tell you one thing and then do another. And then when they get caught up doing that thing, they will deflect, they will blame everybody else, and you have people who will listen to them. See, the game is the type of person that you really can't trust them. You can be cool with the guy from afar, but as far as trusting him, as far as looking up to him, that's something that you shouldn't do. And that's just me speaking directly to all of you. Now, if you didn't get the point of this video, I highly suggest you move on, because I was very clear in this video. So